on the Westwood One radio network. If there was a quarterback controversy in New England, it now appears to be over. Mac Jones was spotted taking nearly all the first-team reps at practice Wednesday. An NFL Network insider, Mike Garafolo, reports he'll start Sunday against the Jets. Jones has been dealing with an ankle injury and played just 3 series in Monday night's loss to the Bears before being replaced by rookie Bailey Zappi. The undefeated Eagles are adding another Pro Bowler. Philly traded a 4th-round pick to the Bears in exchange for pass rusher Robert Quinn. Up next for Chicago, the Cowboys, but they may not have to worry about Dallas's leading rusher Ezekiel Elliott. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reports Elliott is not expected to play Sunday due to a sprained knee. But Russell Wilson says he's, quote, ready to rock Sunday in London against the Jags. The Broncos quarterback was out last week with a hamstring injury, but says he can play with no limitations this week. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
Stylish office decor to turn my finished basement into a complete workspace solution.
Staples has you covered.
A desk that's all business, but not too businessy.
Staples has you covered with remote workspace solutions. And now at Staples, save 25% on all desks, storage and filing products, chair mats, lighting, decor, and desk accessories when you buy a chair. Explore solutions for your remote workspace at Staples. The Working and Learning Store ends 10/29. In-store only. Exclusions apply.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California, home of Thursday night football. The Ravens and the Buccaneers tonight, 4:30 on AM 1230 KXO. And, Gene, if you're keeping score, we've made it to a Thursday, 27th day of October 2022. Okie dokie. Oh. Gene fell asleep again. Yeah, it just nodded off in the newsroom again. We're going to have to switch from decaf to the real coffee stuff and see if we can keep him awake.
I exited just for a short moment.
Yes, okay, and I didn't see you leave. Yeah. I thought maybe, like I said, you just kind of nodded off.
Yeah, it's only Thursday, too.
Yeah, okay. Usually that happens on a Monday. Okay. So you've got an iPhone, right?
I do.
I've got an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Apple is set to switch over to USB-C chargers from the Lightning cable for its future iPhones. If you don't have an iPhone, Apple makes you use their connection for charging and other things. But the European Union voted to enforce a standard for all smartphones starting in 2024. So now I'm trying to figure out which of my dresser drawers is more full. The one with all my old, obsolete iPhones, or the one with all my old, obsolete iPhone cords? Yeah.
Well, one way or the other, you're going to be able to cover it.
Yeah. You remember back in the day, every phone, Android or iPhone, had its own very unique charger.
Yeah. No kidding.
I got a drawer full of them at home.
Yeah.
So I don't know which, should I throw them in recyclables or into trash or into the green waste? I don't know.
I'd put them all in a box, wrap them up really neatly, and mail them to someone in the Apple company.
Yeah, Tim Cook, okay?
Yeah, and tell them, sort these out for me if you wouldn't mind as a personal favor.
I've got a better idea. I'm going to put them all in an Amazon box and leave it on my front porch.
Okay. And then laugh.
Then it becomes somebody else's problem, right?
Somebody else's headache, yes.
Yeah. I do not like the term porch pirate because that almost romanticizes what these thieves are doing. and it's endemic everywhere. The thieves, will follow a UPS or a delivery truck and within minutes run off with your package.
Yeah, I've seen like a line of 10 cars all following each other.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got some birthdays if you are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, actor, comedian John Cleese, 83. Lee Greenwood is 80. And let's see, other birthdays today is... actor, director Roberto Benigni is 70. Actor Peter Firth is 69. Actor Robert Picardo is 69. Simon Le Bon of Duran Duran, 64. Also, actor Sean Holland is celebrating today. He's 58. And let's see, actor Brian Craig, 31. Actor Troy Gentile is 29. We've got local birthdays coming up.
Hello, Imperial Valley. My name is Gina Young-Dockstetter, candidate for Imperial Irrigation District Division 3. I am seeking this ID director position to utilize my strong business skills and to ensure that the energy rates remain low and to ensure that the water that supports all of the Imperial Valley remains here. We must protect our valley's interests, and I'm passionate about that. Putting families first will be my focus. I ask for your support on November 8th or on your mail-in ballot. Paid for by the Committee to Elect Gina Dockstetter, ID Division 3.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Samantha Goff, Joan Duggins, Angela Moreno, Deborah Foster, Araceli Gutierrez, Melinda Sanudo, Michael Trujillo, Randy Caldwell, Anthony Vogel, Carol Ruiz, Luna Startamayo, Anissa Ramirez, Miguel Alvarado, Matt Wheatley, Misha Herring, Socorro Ramirez, Aaron Barrios, and Chito Rechital. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and many happy returns. Okay, a big weekend, and the fun starts tonight with the Pallet at the Imperial Valley Food Bank. And, there's all sorts of celebrations of the season, harvest festivals, Halloween carnivals, celebrations, going on all weekend long. And, of course, high school football. And, like I said, it's who says there's nothing to do in the valley, right?
Yeah. I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under, but...
Yeah. So we're going to be busy. Are you ready for news?
I'm ready for news. I'm going to be right here.
We've got that. Yeah, stay awake. We've got news coming up in a minute.
I'm Dr. Raul Ruiz, and I approve this message.
Congressman and Dr. Raul Ruiz is fighting for the people of the Imperial Valley. Here's just some of what he's done. He secured funding to help local businesses survive the pandemic and made sure everyone who wanted COVID vaccines could get them. He helped pass the law reducing the cost of drugs and health insurance. And he successfully fought to protect Social Security and Medicare. He wrote the historic law taking care of veterans exposed to toxic burn pits, and he delivered millions of dollars to restore the Salton Sea, reduce dust pollution, and create good jobs in clean energy. Congressman and Dr. Raul Ruiz, solving problems and getting things done.
Too often, Washington feels broken, and partisan bickering gets in the way of solving problems. I ran for Congress because I wanted to make a difference. With your help, that's exactly what we've done. I'm proud to have the opportunity to work for you and to represent the Imperial Valley.
And it's page one. It's World in California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. The Commerce Department's released a better-than-expected third-quarter GDP report. It grew 2.6%. Investor Bob Dahl.
The economy is clearly slowing, but it is not in a recession. We're slowing down due to the Fed rate increases.
Just in, the average long-term mortgage rate topped 7% for the first time in 2 decades. Georgia Senate hopeful Herschel Walker is appearing right now with fellow Republicans Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham. Yesterday, a second woman accused him of paying for an abortion. He tells Fox,
"This is a lie, and I've said it once, and I've moved on my campaign and moved on because we're worried about what the Georgia people are talking about. They're talking about this inflation. They're talking about crime."
Climate activists glued themselves to Vermeer's masterpiece at a museum in The Hague.
Pick up your camera.
Open your mouth.
Another threw liquid at his girl with the pearl earring, which inspired the movie. No damage. It was protected by its glass covering. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Those two current members of the LA City Council who were heard on a leaked audio recording in which racist remarks were made, censored by the council Wednesday.
A vote that I don't think anybody in this building remembers ever having been taken before.
Council President Paul Krikorian's predecessor, former council member Nuri Martinez, also censored. Police declaring an unlawful assembly, removing spectators from council chambers as protesters tried to keep the meeting from moving forward. In Los Angeles, attorney Gloria Allred says she's representing another woman who claims Georgia U.S. Senate candidate Herschel Walker paid for her to have an abortion.
She has come forward at this time because she feels that it's important that the truth comes out.
Walker, who has said he wants to ban all abortion services, calling the latest accusations foolishness, refusing to answer questions about it, is the second woman to say Walker paid to abort a pregnancy. Gas prices drop another 3 cents overnight to a statewide average of $5.64 a gallon, now 24 cents in the past week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Okay, 3 more climbers, 7 loggers.
Ted's sustainably sourced logging company is growing a new branch.
What about truck driver contracts?
Which means a new HR manager will be the first hire to fall.
Then we'll need to staff up the warehouse.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So you tested positive for COVID. What's next? Treat yourself. COVID treatments like Paxlovid are free. Taken by pill, these medications can stop the illness from getting serious. So treat yourself. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Gene, are you awake?
I am. I'm with us this morning.
Okay.
Or at least now. Taking a look at the latest in local news, the Pioneers Memorial Hospital Foundation's annual gala was just recently completed. George Gale has the story.
It was held recently on the lawn outside Pioneers Memorial Hospital. This was the 18th annual gala. As part of the gala, the Margaret Award was presented to a dedicated volunteer to the hospital. This year, the award went to Shelby Crittenden, the PMH Foundation president for the past 5 years. The gala is a major fundraiser with an auction of donated items. This year, the foundation turned over a $300,000 check to the hospital to be used to purchase needed medical equipment. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
A car thief tried to make a clean getaway, but didn't quite make it. El Centro police located a stolen vehicle at 4th and Ross, the car wash, while the alleged thief was washing it. The man was taken into custody and then booked at Imperial County Jail for possession of the stolen vehicle. KXO News Time coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
In other local news, the Imperial Market Days are just around the corner. Here's more on that story.
The original event was postponed due to a major storm. It was rescheduled for this Friday, October 29th. It will be held in downtown Imperial beginning at 5 p.m. It will include a Fiesta de los Muertos. Entertainment will feature Mariachi Aurora from Calexico, a Selena tribute of a band, Como La Flor, and Sunshine Folklorico dancers. There will be a family fun zone with a pumpkin patch, game booths, arts and crafts, train rides, and the Disney movie Coco will be on a big screen. There will also be signature items such as Julian pies, Dudley's bread, fresh produce, locally made goodies, sweets, and kettle corn, and a lot more. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Yuma County Sheriff's Office is investigating another shooting. Deputies responded to the 3300 block of West 5th Street about 9:48 p.m. on Tuesday. On arrival, deputies found a 54-year-old man with an apparent gunshot wound. The victim was transported to Yuma Regional Medical Center and later flown to the Phoenix area hospital. The man is reported to be in stable condition. The Yuma County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Bureau is handling the investigation. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations at El Centro Motors, in the Raleigh Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
It's Ford Truck Month, San Diego. Get after it in the 2022 Ford F-150 and take on the weekend with an available tailgate work surface to get the party started and available Pro Power on board to keep it going strong. It's Ford Truck Month at your San Diego County Ford dealers, and there's no better time to get exclusive offers on a Ford F-150. New inventory is arriving daily, and the lots are filling up, so head to your San Diego County Ford dealers today. Now during Ford Truck Month, get 1.9% Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford F-150. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Learn more at buyfordnow.com. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 60 months at $1,748 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor, Tremor, and Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 1/3/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
Continuing with more local news this morning, the next DEA prescription drug take-back day is coming just around the corner. Here's more on that story.
It is this Saturday. This will be the 23rd Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, hosted by the Drug Enforcement Administration. All have been very successful. From 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Saturday, residents can dispose of medicines stored in the home that are susceptible to misuse or theft. There will be more than 4,000 drop-off locations nationwide. In El Centro, the drop-off will be at Starbucks, 2033 North Imperial Avenue, near Lowe's. The event is designed to prevent addiction and reduce drug poisoning deaths. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, listen very closely to this story. Daylight savings time will end in Mexico, except along the border. The Mexican Senate passed a bill that would end the twice yearly changing of clocks. The law would go into effect Sunday if signed by the president of Mexico. The clocks cities along the U.S.-Mexico border will be able to continue daylight saving time since they are tied economically to the U.S. cities. I see confusion in all directions. In other local news, Dia de los Muertos celebration and unveiling of a community altar. George Gale explains.
It is scheduled for November 2nd. The City of El Centro will be hosting the event at the El Centro Community Center on South 1st Street in El Centro from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. The celebration will include the unveiling of the altar and ofrenda. Ruben Hernandez will provide live acoustic entertainment, and traditional cultural dances will be performed by the Sunshine Folklorico Dance Troupe. The event is free, and traditional Mexican refreshments and pastries will be provided. Public is invited to provide a photo of a loved one to display on the altar. You are asked to provide the photo to the community center by Friday, October 28th, which is tomorrow. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The annual Walk to School event is part of the Safe Routes School program. It is being held today, October the 27th. Students will meet at Sacred Heart Church near the corner of Highway 86 and Heber Avenue. In fact, they've probably are assembling right now. The walk will go south on Heber to Heber Elementary School. Several county agencies will be waiting to welcome the students, highlighting the importance of living a healthy lifestyle, following safe walking rules and the school's safety protocols. Officials say hundreds of kids have successfully participated in the annual event. KXO News Time, 7:49.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
And here's an update on the weather with Carroll Buckley.
According to the National Weather Service, a dry, cold front will bring breezy conditions to the Imperial and Yuma valleys this morning. Otherwise, quiet weather will continue with seasonally cool temperatures through this weekend. A disturbance during the middle of late next week will bring cooler temperatures and a slight chance for precipitation. 82 the high in the valley yesterday, 57 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 81, north wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 55, north wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Sunny on Friday with a high near 80, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 83, north-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunday, sunny with a high near 85, north-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. 64 degrees, 68% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
This is George Marquez. I am running for district attorney. I was raised in the Imperial Valley, and I am currently raising my own family here. I am the experienced candidate, and I have worked both as a prosecutor and defense. I know how both sides think. I am the candidate with a solid law enforcement backing. I will use my experience to protect our families. Please vote for me, George Marquez.
Vote for George Marquez this November 8th. Don't forget to vote! Vote George Marquez for district attorney.
Paid for by the committee to elect George Marquez for district attorney 2022.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NFL football tonight on AM 1230, the Ravens and the Buccaneers. 4:30 is when we start our coverage. High school football tonight. Calapat and Holtville will tee it up for the Axe game, that game in Holtville. Tomorrow night, it's Calexico at Vincent, crosstown rivals. Imperial and Southwest will play. That, I believe, is for the helmet. And Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will have that game tomorrow night starting at 6:45 on the KXO website, KXORadio.com. And the Bell Game. It's tomorrow night at Brawley, and John Driffel and I will be on hand, the 79th edition of the Bell Game. And we'll be on the air at 6:45 on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Meanwhile, Central will host a community pep rally on the CUHS Amphitheater. And the pep rally will run from 6:30 till 7:30 this evening on the campus at Central. And it's going to get you stirred up for the Bell Game.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. The Cavaliers clubbed the Magic 103-92. Hawks hammered the Pistons 118-113. Knicks went into overtime before they beat the Hornets 134-131. Raptors rolled over the 76ers 119-109. Bucks beat the Nets 110-99. Bulls dumped the Pacers 124-109. Timberwolves topped the Spurs 134-122. Jazz jumped on the Rockets 109-101. Heat hammered the Trailblazers 119-98. Oh, and the LeBrons lost. The Nuggets beat the Lakers 110-99. The World Series gets underway tomorrow. Yeah, best of 7. And the Phillies and the Astros. That's starting tomorrow. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. We're working together to provide you the best care. I've been telling you about the peanut patch, well, for a couple of weeks now, but actually for a couple of years. And those who have visited the Peanut Patch know what I'm saying. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, open Monday through Saturday. And the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They also make their own fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from scratch. The Peanut Patch. So many great things. A great place to visit. You're going to love the store. You're going to love the people at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. And they've got a variety of gift packs that can be shipped to almost anywhere in the world. What a great gift idea. You'll find the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Well, if you just Google the Peanut Patch, you'll get directions, and it's easy, and it's fun. Don't forget the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Stop by and say hi. And right now, it's time for financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Mortgage rates rose again this week, topping 7% for the first time since 2002. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 7.08% in the week ending October 27th. Up slightly from the week before. A year ago, the 30-year fixed rate stood at 3.14%. And Meta yesterday posted the second quarterly revenue decline in its history since going public and warned that it is making significant changes aimed at cutting costs ahead of 2023 as it confronts an economic downturn that is hitting its core online advertising business. For the 3 months ended in September, Meta, that's Facebook, posted revenue of $27.7 billion. Yeah, but that's down 4% over the year. And we'll tell you what's happening on Wall Street coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970 970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Mixed on Wall Street right now. The Dow up 475 points. S&P 500 up 13. The Nasdaq off 53 points. Gold down $4.40 an ounce. Oil up $1.38 a barrel. Coming up, well, how about we give you an idea what to expect weather-wise. We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 81, north wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 55, north wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 80, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. And we have 65 degrees downtown, 67% our relative humidity. Wind out of the north-northwest, 7 to 10 miles an hour. And looking to the weekend, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, lots of events going on, and the weather will be cooperating so that you can get out and you can enjoy. That's it for financial news and the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes, Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. New signs of economic growth. The government says the economy expanded at a 2.6% annual rate over the summer, following 2 straight quarters that showed declines. New York Times economic reporter Gina Smilek.
This number is almost a uniformly good news story. And the reason is, if we are seeing the economy slow down, if we're seeing the job market moderate a little bit but not really crack, that could be the kind of constellation of events that allows inflation to start to moderate without that really painful recession that we're all nervous about.
Reaction on Wall Street, strong gains for the Dow and S&P. The Nasdaq is lagging. CBS's Linda Kenyon tells us tech stocks are being hurt by one that's down more than 20%.
Meta, the parent company of Facebook, says its third quarter growth fell far short of expectations. Overall, Meta stock is down about 62% this year. It cites a slowdown in online ad spending and competition from social media platform TikTok.
Herschel Walker calls the latest abortion accusation against him a lie and foolishness. And the Republican Senate candidate from Georgia was on Fox News to blame political opponents.
They're desperate right now. And I've said this is a lie. I've moved on. And they want me to play these guessing games and all this, but I'm not.
A second woman who has not been identified publicly claims he paid for her abortion while they were having an affair during his NFL days. Walker has campaigned as an anti-abortion candidate. In Nye County, Nevada, election conspiracy theories have led Republicans to launch an unprecedented hand count of nearly 2,000 mail-in ballots that have come in already. CBS's Mossadegh Badar.
The officials here want to see if this is going to be accurate, if this is going to match up with what the machines will show.
The ACLU tried to block it, arguing results could be made public before most voters send their ballots in or go to the polls. Overseas, a senior Russian official has warned Western satellites could be targeted by Moscow if they're being used to help Ukraine's military. Well, last month, a massive rail strike was avoided, but the tentative contract deal that kept trains rolling has now been rejected by a second major labor union. Labor expert Gregory DeYoung says if it eventually comes to a strike...
If the strike were to start sometime around Thanksgiving, at least the stores would be stocked for Christmas, so there might be enough to buy for a while for Christmas presents.
Climate activists threw something at and glued themselves near Vermeer's painting Girl with a Pearl Earring, which is behind glass at a museum in the Netherlands. No damage. 3 people arrested. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 402 points. The Nasdaq is down 79. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure for fast, powerful nighttime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. NyQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks NyQuil High Blood Pressure. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Ask any first responder. Too many drivers are killed crossing rail tracks while trying to beat the train, even though they know it's approaching. What they may not know is that even after braking, a train can take up to a mile to come to a stop. A mile. That's also how far a car can be dragged when a train hits it. So when you come to a rail crossing, always stop. Because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
The artist who retook Spotify by storm last week has had second thoughts about images in her popular video.
Taylor Swift has edited out a scene from the new music video for her song Anti-Hero. It shows a perfect Swift shaking her head at the real-life Swift when she steps on a scale and it tips to fat. When it was released last week, Swift explained on Instagram,
I really don't think I've delved this far into my insecurities in this detail before.
But some fans complained the scale scene was fat-shaming. Less than a week after its release, it is gone. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Analysts expect record-breaking sales when the latest Call of Duty video game, Modern Warfare 2, is released tomorrow. Work on it began before the pandemic. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's a radio announcer here, isn't he?
AM 1230.
Yeah, that's right. Have you heard his morning show, Wake Up with Phlegm?
KXO.